This is my day.
I will do something good.
This is your day.
You can make a difference.
Together, we can change the world.
A mother's love says, I love you just the way you are. You don't have to change a thing in order for me to love you. A father's love, on the other hand, says, I love you too much to let you stay the same. I want to use whatever tools are necessary to motivate you to be a better person tomorrow than you are today. And what Gateway has done for our family is they've found that balance in expressing their care and concern for our daughter. In many ways, the teachers and staff here at Gateway have communicated to Alexa, we accept you. We cherish you for the person that you are. We celebrate who you are. And yet, at the same time, they've managed to motivate her to be better, to grow past who she is today. She is able to accomplish things today that we never dreamed were possible for her.
And one day he just bebopped out to the car, and he got in the car and he says, I don't want to tell you this because I know you're going to tell me I told you so. He says, but you're right. And I, of course, being the mom, didn't want to turn around and, yay. And I just said, well, what am I right about? And he said, Gateway cares about me.
We're trying to make a holistic program where Gateway is the academic piece. We're going to work on your academics. We're going to make sure we can push you as far as you can academically. But those transitions all around Gateway are important, and we don't want to drop the ball on that. So a lot of my parent conversations are about that.
My greatest discovery has been watching the children grow in a way that I'm not sure I expected. We're always focused on the academics. We're always focused on, can they read, can they do the work, making sure that they understand what's expected of them when they leave here academically. That social piece of it has been a surprise for us in a lot of ways. And it's been a good surprise to watch them truly understand themselves, to truly understand what it takes to walk out of here and be successful. And for them to be able to stand up and say, this is who I am, this is who I'm gonna be, and this is the path that I have to take to get there. They understand what that is. As they start off, we've really developed a program where they feel safe, they feel secure. It's our job to make sure that they know that they are learners first and that they're capable of doing everything we're putting in front of them.
We had done some work studying brain psychology and also just brain function in general and the value of ritual. And we started to think, well, we need to have something that we can say that is positive and uplifting to begin every day. And so it really was, as no pun intended, brainless as us sitting there thinking, we need something. And so I sat down and literally scribbled something down in about 45 seconds. And then we talked about it, and it might have been a day later that we have the exact thing that we put on our stationery and etch on our wall now. Today is my day. And it really bears true. And although the kids sort of, they hesitate a little bit sometimes because it's a little sing-song and it becomes so much of a ritual that you can't appreciate the weight and the value of it, that you really can change the world.
Our goal from the beginning was to provide an environment for children where they can become successful learners, successful at being a person and providing that social aspect for them, that support that they need to grow and develop good relationships, and also to provide a place where they can think without feeling the outside pressures of the world, where they can make mistakes if they need to and learn from them and recover, where they can come in and grow in their academic growth as well, and make sure that they take that with them and learn how that's going to impact them in the future.
I have found that here at Gateway that I do trust what you are doing, and I don't micromanage what he's learning. We've left it for him to be independent. He's learned to be more independent about doing his work. I don't check his work. You know, we talk about whether he has homework or a test coming up or something like that, and we ask him if he'd like for us to help him study. Normally, he doesn't want any help. He wants to do it on his own. So I think one of the big things also is that his just sense of accomplishment, that he feels like he's confident enough now to do this on his own instead of us having to hold his hand and always kind of monitoring what's going on in school.
Yeah.
It's a part of growing up, and you know, it's obviously a step that he needs to take, and so it's a step in the right direction.
People always wanted to tell you what your child couldn't do or what they weren't accomplishing. And we've never been told that here. It's amazing because your child does achieve those things, and there are goals and there are milestones that are, you know, attainable and reachable, and it's just been phenomenal.
He had no balance in his life. Everything was school. From the time he came home from school to the time he went to bed, he did schoolwork because he didn't get a lot done during class because of distractions or transitioning from one thing to another. He struggled transitioning from one thing to another, so he was always trying to catch up. So I think this Gateway is basically giving him back his life.
We had Alexa at a private school before, and it was becoming really obvious that the whole situation for her was stressful and overwhelming. So we needed an environment where we felt like she was going to be challenged academically, but yet supported socially more than she was at her previous school. And we found that here at Gateway.
And it does feel like family here. Our son says, you know, it feels like family. It does to us too. I think we've gotten involved and we feel very close to a lot of the families, and it is a community.
I don't think you'd see the participation that you get from the parents if it wasn't something that was benefiting their children. And when they see that, it's sort of like a rock rolling down a hill, that the more the parents see it's benefiting their children, the more the parents want to benefit the school, to benefit the kids. So it's a circle. It's sort of like in The Lion King, a circle of life type thing.
I mean, I knew she talked, but like I said, coming from the prior schools, she was more reserved. She really didn't open up. So it was just like watching a butterfly just come to fruition. It was like, wow, we always knew that she was a very pleasant and happy girl, but for the last few years, we didn't see that. And it's starting to just come full circle. It really is. Just seeing her comfort kids and laugh and talk and waving to the kids, and just the friendships that she's forged is priceless. I mean, we cannot put a monetary amount on it, because it's just priceless. Absolutely. Complete turnaround.
I think it's great whenever I get the notes from the school, just in general, about how much you guys enjoyed Jenna. And it was being the type of parent that has gone through however many schools we've been through, there's an anxiety that comes. And it's hard to let go. You always feel like that phone call from the school is going to be something about coming to pick up your kid, or every email is going to be something negative, and there's a great deal of anxiousness. And so coming here, that anxiousness has kind of gone away. I feel like I can let her come to school, I can let her enjoy herself and excel academically, socially, and I don't have to be quite so vigilant, and it's a nice feeling of relief, I think.
Whether it's setting up the stage for the drama production, or helping a teacher prepare materials for class, the teachers here use every opportunity they can to motivate the kids to take on that leadership position and that leadership role. And nothing motivates a child more than knowing that they have something they can give back.
It's amazing how they can reach all of them the way that they need to be reached. You know, Dominique, I asked him yesterday how he feels that the teachers make it easier for him to learn. And he just said, you know, Mom, just the way they teach, it helps me to understand the material, and then I can remember it.
We were getting the classwork that wasn't completed sent home to complete in the evenings. So not only did we have the unfinished classwork, we then had to pile on whatever homework assignment there was.
Where we've been up to this point is, you know, we've had a series of disappointments that make each decision more and more critical to make the right one. Because after a string of failures, it becomes kind of you've built quite a lot of resistance. And Gateway broke the cycle of disappointment for us and turned an academic difficulty into something that's really been quite positive.
Well, because our daughter has a learning disability and she was having issues at the school that she was at, it wasn't geared around kids with learning disabilities. They put them in like a specific class and really didn't deal with them. And so we wanted something more hands-on and an environment where she could thrive and be around kids of her own caliber and kids like her, where she could grow and feel comfortable and have a safe haven. And that's what we found here at Gateway.
I think Fit Club is an incredible program for the kids. I think starting out the day, working out, helps their brain to start to function better. They're better able to focus in class. He's not big on working out. Our son's not big on working out, but it is something that he wants to get to. He wants to get to a point where he feels like, well, I guess he can run the mile without stopping. But he likes the spinning bikes, and he loves playing basketball. I think what he likes the most that I get out of Fit Club is that the teachers interact with the kids. The teachers are working out with them, and he really likes that. He feels like he can get to know the teachers better, and I think the teachers really get to know the kids better by working out with them and doing things like that, playing basketball or jogging with them, or I guess spinning or whatever else they do.
I have been asked how I feel about Brian graduating and what his plans are for the future. And I believe that he's got a lot more opportunities now than if we had not chosen Gateway, because they've definitely helped him look at what kinds of things he's interested in and what kinds of things he'll be capable of doing. They go on field trips to look at different school environments and different type of work environments. And I think that the prospects for Brian are very good. We're starting to narrow down what we think he'll be interested in so that we can start to plan for the future.
And that element of, I mean, it's my joke is if we could bottle whatever, y'all are feeding them here, then we can make a lot of miracles happen.
What did he see that was different about this school and what was special? And he told us that he just really felt like the teachers cared, and that it felt like family, that he felt like they accepted him. And not only the teachers, the peers, he felt like he was accepted by the peers. And that was huge. It was just huge to us because he can learn. He just struggles with the amount of time that it takes him to process information.
They had a special way of teaching my child that, even as a mom, I did not understand. So he made a 100 on his pre-algebra final, and Mrs. Tenbrook was so excited that she, waved me down in the car line just to tell me in person. Of course, I started sobbing. I said, oh my gosh, my child he had achieved so much in my eyes. And it was...
And I think about one of our seniors that's graduating this year. In his speech, he says, from the day I came here, I wanted to leave. And I still do, except for now I know where I'm going. I mean, that's a summary of the way our kids are. They come here and they know they're here because they have a difference. But once they get here, they understand, you know what, there's a lot of people who are sharing my challenges, and we can help each other. And in doing so, I can make myself better.
Got a pep in my step, tripping my way into happy ever after. I'm kicking up heels, I'm trying a brand new dance. I'm sunny, so watch the day unfold as I decorate with laughter. So I'm letting go, I'm taking my fighting chance. I'm taking my fighting chance.